I'm pretty sure one of the most exciting parts of being a soaper for me, and maybe others, is being able to get supplies and things that you've ordered in, because that usually means that you have some kind of an idea of what you're going to do with it. One of the things that I'd like to do is make some transparent, translucent soap. And to do that, I needed more castor oil. So I got this in the mail, and I thought I would share opening it up with you. I also got another thing in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and share that opportunity with you. Do some cutting. I like to keep my supplies coming from local sources, and I live in Ohio, so this is bulk apothecary. I know that potentially some could be a little less expensive, but this is what's inside my box. Here's my invoice. I used to buy castor oil from another source, so this is the very first time that I'm getting Nature's Oil from Bulk Apothecary, and I've got 8 pounds of castor oil, which it takes quite a bit of that to make my transparent soap. So I was low, so I have my castor oil. And then the other thing that I picked up was an aromatic essential oil sampler. So this one is also from Nature's Oil. And I need to cut this with my thumbnail. Maybe. I'll get those two with my thumbnail, but this guy's not going to come up. So I'll use my trusty little cutter again. And these are the 6 different aromatic essential oils that I got. And there is a lemongrass. And there is eucalyptus and tea tree and peppermint. This is Peppermint Supreme Essential Oil. Therapeutic, aromatic. This one is Sweet Orange Essential Oil. And the last one is the Lavender Essential Oil. So I'm pretty excited to incorporate these into some of the soaps that I'm going to be making. And this is just a real economical way for me to get them right now because of my lack of funds. And then I always take my paper and I smooth it out and utilize it to put my soaps on when they're curing. And then sometimes I actually split it into sections, which are about 8.5 by 14, and create label paper for some of my rebatch and my mail soaps. So that's the unboxing. Now the box is empty. Thank you for joining me. I made translucent soap for the very first time today in my crock pot, and I want to give a shout out to Patrick at Soapy Oaks Farm, who I watched do this, and I thought he was a real inspiration to me. I'm not seeing the translucence because it's probably too thick, and these little hearts that were left over. But I did make a loaf, and I want to cut that right now. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but just like Patrice said, there's so much satisfaction in making your own translucent soap that also can be used as melt and pour. So I am going to set this down. You can see that it's got some white on there, which I may have to take off, but I am cutting through, and it's only been a few hours since I made it. So I'm gonna take this apart. There's one. And honestly, it's not that translucent, but I'm excited anyway. I'm gonna set some paper down to put these on. I desire to do some different things with a melt and pour, so I'm pretty excited that I finally did it. It was sort of like being a little squirrel on the end of a branch and ready to jump, but not able to jump because the squirrel didn't have enough courage. It's kind of where I was in making this, and when I saw Patrick's video, I thought, you know what? He says it's not hard, so let's do it. Do my next bit there. And even that looks pretty cloudy. It really doesn't have the translucence. Maybe if you put it in the light, you can see behind it. It feels so soft and nice. The cleanup process was really easy. So let me try and show you what this looks like in the light. Just a minute. This is a thinner piece of it, and you can see my fingers through it. So it is somewhat translucent. There it is. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and slice off some of this melt and pour, this soap that I just made. Cut it into little pieces here. And Patrick used Wilton food grade coloring, and I don't have any of that, so I'm just going to use food coloring in a gel form. And I'm thinking I maybe shouldn't have cut that up there, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the microwave for 15-second blasts. So that was about 45 seconds, and it is creating a little film on the top of it. And it takes some of this gel food coloring and put it in there because I found a little, it might be too much. I found a candy mold that has little turtles in it. So I'm gonna mix that up. It's turning pretty and green. And I'm just gonna pour them in here. I'm so excited. I thought maybe I could go ahead and utilize these in some kind of a soap. Maybe a sea salt or seaside type of a soap. I'll just pour these a little bit, not flat. Whoops, that went overboard. It's really funny how it crinkles up on you. Here's some little teeny ones. Over here. Oops, that went over too. I think that'll probably clean up. I don't know, it's brand new and I'm having fun. Even if it makes a mess, I'm having a good time. Looks like I'll have a nice assortment of turtle sizes. Look at that, isn't that amazing how the skin forms? I think I'll do that. I don't think there's enough there to really do anything with, so I'm just gonna let it sit. And we'll unmold them in a little bit. Properly storing your translucent soap is really important to preserving it and being able to melt it and reuse it. I have wrapped mine in individually wrapped saran wrap and put them in this baggie so that I can reuse it at some point. I had a lot of fun making my transparent, translucent melt and pour soap. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and leave me a comment. Have you made melt and pour before? And what kind of wonderful things have you been able to do with it? I'm excited about the potential for my newest creation. Won't you please consider subscribing to my channel so that we can enjoy more time in this journey of soap and such.